Okay, fellas, I promised you gory, and tonight is gonna be gory. All right, I was in the United States Penitentiary, Florence, Colorado. All right, and I had single cell status, as I've told you before. I told you all about it from back in Quentin. So anyhow, when they used to bring guys in, they used to ask me, "Can we park this guy in your cell, for a couple days or whatever, and we'll find a place to live, And I'd say, "Is his paper clean?" I'd say, "Yeah, okay, fine." So sometimes I'd let him, sometimes I wouldn't, okay? But they brought this guy in named Randy, and I told him, "Yeah, okay, sure, put him in there," right? So when he put him in there, I said, "Look, you can only ask me 3 questions, okay, the whole time you're living here, okay?" Because they always wanted to ask about my crimes. My crimes were beast, all right? So they always wanted to ask about my crimes. I don't want to hear it, all right? So anyhow, so he said, "Okay, fine, fine." I said, "Look," and he was being real nice. And I said, "Look, bro, they're gonna find your spot. Don't trip. We're gonna be cool. Just, just mind your business." Okay, cool. So anyhow, the guy lived with me for a few days, and then they moved him. They moved him with this guy down the tier. This guy, I can't recall his name right now, but he was a serial killer. All right. And he was kind of strange and stuff, but Randy moved him in there. They moved Randy in there, and seemed like they was getting along fine. Randy always had money, always getting groceries and stuff, right? So people were always, I thought he was selling dope for real because guys were always bringing in groceries. So I'm standing at the microwave one night, and there's this dude standing there named Punk Maker Pete, and this other dude standing there named what the fuck was his name? Nick the Greek, the butthole freak. He was a Cuban, right? Anyway, Punk Maker Pete was black, and Nick the Greek, the butthole freak, was a Cuban. Okay, so I'm standing there waiting in line at the microwave. They're cooking their shit right then, and they're talking about some guy that they're buying ass off of. All right, and Nick the Greek saying, "Fucking dude charged me $50 for some ass. He only charged you $30." He said, "Well, your dick's probably bigger than mine, maybe charge you more, And now they're talking, right? And they mentioned the guy's name, Randy. So I go, "Hey, Nick, let me ask you a question." I said, "Who the fuck are you talking about?" He said, "That dude that lived with you for a few days, man." I said, "You guys are fucking that dude?" He said, "Yeah, for money, And then I think, this is where this guy's getting his fucking groceries. So I'm going, fuck. So now it's pissing me off because the guy was a fag, and he didn't tell me, and he's living in my fucking cell. All right, so now I know that as soon as the fellas find out about this, they're gonna clown the fucking shit out of me, right? Say, "Hey, was you hitting that preach or whatever?" You know what I mean? That's just the way your friends do you in there, right? So anyhow, I go jack up. I go, "Hey, Randy, what the fuck? Punk Maker Pete and fucking Nick the Greek's over there talking about how they're fucking you in your ass." I said, "You didn't tell me you're no fag." He goes, "Oh, I ain't no fag, dog. I just do this for a hustle." I said, "Check this out, you fucking piece of shit." I said, "From now on, when they bring you fucking shit for your hustle, you bring me 25 fucking percent and you could stay." And he said, I said, "No, fuck you. This is for not telling me you were a fucking dick sucker." He goes, "Oh, I don't suck dick, Holmes. I only let them fuck me in my ass." I said, "All right, well, whatever. Just it's time to put you on the pay-to-stay plan." So anyhow, he's living with this serial killer. So one day, I'm standing by the microwave again, right? And the cop is making his fucking rounds, right? And he looks into the cells, they got big metal fucking doors with these little square windows in them, right? So he looks into the thing, and the shitter sign is up. It's this cardboard. We put it up to cover the window while you're taking a dump, right? But apparently the cardboard had been up there for several hours. So the cop knocks on the door and he says, "What the fuck you doing in there, man?" And whatever the guy said, he said, right? And the cop opens the fucking door, And as soon as he does, he turns around and he starts puking on the floor. So the door kind of slides open a little bit, and I can see blood every fucking where. And this serial killer dude is sitting on the bed, got a bowl of something in his hand, and he's eating. Well, when the door opened, the cop hit the button. The cavalry's on the way. When the cavalry gets there, all right, the cop locks the door. When the cavalry gets there, they open the fucking door, and two of them lose their fucking lunch. Well, they start howling for all of us to lock down and shit, right? Well, my cell is situated to where I can see right in there if they open, and I'm on the blood crew anyway. So the blood crew is a thing they train you, and then when there's a killing and stuff, you go and clean the blood to give you an extra $100 a month, all right? So anyhow, I'm sitting there in my cell, and I'm looking out the window, and I'm watching. And when they open the door, this guy's got Randy laying on the floor. There's a leg gone and an arm gone that he'd cut up and flushed down the toilet, right? His head's cut off and it's sitting up on the locker, all right, but it's laying on its side, okay? So they tell this guy's obviously insane. They tell the guy, look, put the fucking bowl down and come out here. Because they don't want to go in there, there's blood all over the floor. So this guy, he's loving the attention. So he puts his fucking bowl down, he comes out, he's got blood all over him. He's in his boxers. They cuff him up, and he's all smiling, looking around, and everybody's paying attention to him, and he's just happy, he's loving life, right? So they take him away. So they get me and this Chicano cat named Javier. They get us out to go clean the blood up. So they tell us, look, don't touch nothing, just get the blood off the floor, that's it. Well, it was like this thick, because it was coagulated, right? So they had taken Randy out and set him out here in the common area on a mat, and they covered him up, right? So we're taking shovels, and we're picking up the blood, and we're putting it into buckets, right? I mean, it's coming up in chunks, all right? Because he's been in there all day cutting this fucking dude up, all right? So anyway, I look in the bowl, and it's this gray-looking shit. And I tell Javier, what the fuck is that fucking lame eating? And the PA comes in there, and he looks in the bowl, and he goes, my God, it's his fucking brains. He was eating, like, he goes, okay, you guys, go back to your cell right now, go back to your cell. And then they start taping. Anyhow, they got a whole new policy on how they house serial killers behind that murder. All right. That one was pretty fucking rough. But this fucking dude, he just was fucking gonna eat him. I mean, gonna eat his brains anyway. Anyway, that's tonight's story. Tomorrow night, I got kind of a funny one for you. All right, so you guys take it easy. Hey, like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and remember today when you met my friend Carla, okay? Her and I are going to do another channel together, and we're going to compare products, like different places, French fries, different kinds of paints. Look, this is just barely beginning, so I don't know what we're going to call it yet, but I'll let you know. All right? You guys, you take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.